Like a beacon on a hilltop, Checotah breezes furrow the black and gold. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Myrtle Wallace Frost Event Center in Checotah, Oklahoma. The Buffaloes took a game with the defending tournament champions down to the wire, but came up just short yesterday. Now McAlester must win to keep their hopes of playing on Saturday alive. Can they do it? We're about to find out. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, along with Wyatt Hubbard, and you are tuned in to the Buffalo pregame show here on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM on the KNED app, McAllisterRadio.com on the KNED tab, and we are attempting to video stream today. It's the first time that we've ever set up a stationary camera, so if you're watching on YouTube right now, that is the view that you're going to be getting all day today. Again, don't have anyone to run the camera today, but we found a little bit of an angle where we can get the entire court and also the scoreboard up at the top, so that is the best that we have here today. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Partner, the Buffaloes didn't give up last night after being down by 19, and they only fell by 5. However, the Buffaloes, I know, are tired of moral victories, and they're wanting to see victories in the win column instead, and they have to get one today to see tomorrow in this tournament.
Yeah, Brandon, you know, the Buffaloes showed great fight and resilience to bring it within 5. Just fell short of a great comeback, but you saw them make a lot of strides yesterday. You saw them up the pressure on defense and really go on scoring runs. But again, they're going to need to win here today to keep their tournament hopes alive.
All right, let's preview the McAlester Buffaloes. 3-10 on the year right now. They're in the middle of a 5-game losing streak, looking to break that here against the Muldrow Bulldogs in just a moment. Again, led by head coach Mike Duty in his first season. Against Wagner, as we're going to break down a little bit more here, it was back and forth for a majority of the first quarter. The Bulldogs went on a 19-0 run. McAlester followed that up with a 15-0 run to pull within 4 in the third quarter. The Bulldogs would get those points back, leading by 16 going into the fourth, but the Buffaloes pulled it to a 4-point game late and ended up losing by 5. 61-56 the final score. It was McAllister's second highest point total this season. McAlester won the rebound battle 33-27, including 14 offensive rebounds to 9. Turnovers were close too. Only one more turnover for McAlester than Wagner. And McAlester was 12 of 17 from the free throw line to Wagner's 3 of 7. However, Wagner shot 48% from the field to McAllister's 37 and 42% from 3 on 8 made threes to McAllister's 4 made threes for 22%. Some key performances, Brandon Smith with another 20-plus point game. He had 20 points on 35% shooting, including 3 made threes. Looking at Devontre McKendrick, he had 17 points on 44% shooting. It was also 1 of 5 from 3, had 3 boards and a steal. And some guys down in the paint getting it done, getting some boards. Garrett Pickett led the way with 10 of them. Devion Bickham had 8, and Caden Harris with 6 for the McAlester Buffaloes. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to preview the Muldrow Bulldogs, who McAlester is attempting to beat to go to tomorrow. Whoever wins this game takes on the winner of Checotah and Stigler at 2:30 tomorrow. Checotah and Stigler play at 2:30. Whoever wins this game between McAlester and Muldrow will play tomorrow at 12:30 back here at the event center. So whoever loses this game is out of the tournament. 0-2, you're done. You don't see tomorrow in terms of the Checotah Crossroads Classic. So we'll see if McAlester can keep their tournament hopes alive and over the next 2 hours here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen.
Now open Camp Inc., your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider. Deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, unlimited appointments, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We don't accept insurance, but all are welcome to join. Dr. Bradley Cross has joined Dr. Chris Bean, Dr. Chelsea Burgess, and Joy Ald APRN, who are accepting new patients. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAlester at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you know they're hard to come by. Well, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a step ahead of the game. We are Southeast Oklahoma's #1 pre-owned dealer because we went out and found the best low-mileage pre-owned vehicles available. Fully loaded Mercedes, BMW, Lincoln, Lexus, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, you name it, it's on the lot. And financing is available. So come by Patriot today.
Welcome back to McIntosh County. I'm Brandon Green along with Wyatt Hubbard. Here in the pregame show, we previewed your Buffaloes. Now let's look at their opponents, the 8-7 4A Muldrow Bulldogs, led by head coach Terry Collins. So this is what they're doing so far in the season. They're 8-7. They're averaging 48.6 points per game, giving up 46.9 points per game, led again by head coach Terry Collins. Last year they were 15-9. They were 0-2 in last year's Checotah tournament, so they're trying not to do that again with a win over McAlester if they can get it today. They lost to Checotah 53-47 last year, and also to East Central by 10, 50-40. So it's not like they were blown out in their 2 games. They just lost 2 close games. So they're looking to bounce back. They had a loss yesterday to Fairgrove. We weren't able to get the final score of that game. We kind of looked everywhere and weren't able to find it, but we do know that they lost to Fairgrove, which put them into this game. And also during the season, they finished 6th place in the Sequoia Invitational. They were Sequoia County Classic runner-ups, losing to 3A number 8 Roland 54-40 in the championship game. And this is going to be a key for McAlester. When you look at the Muldrow Bulldogs, they are 1-6 when scoring under 50 points. Their only win was against Class A Gore in a 47-33 win. So the Buffaloes are going to want to hold them under 50 points. If you cannot hold them under 50 points, the Muldrow Bulldogs, their chances of winning drastically go up, in the words of Kurt Angle. 7-1, their record when they are scoring 50 or more. Looking at some key players, you have leading the way yesterday with 24 points was Parker 7-star. You had Drew Pruitt with 10 points from a day ago. Jackson Anstein had 9. You had Deshaun Wilson with 2, and Kayshawn Burkhardt had 1. 5 scorers for the Bulldogs a day ago. Now let's look at some players to watch for the McAlester Buffaloes.
Players to watch for McAlester in this one include Brandon Smith. 23 points a week ago, 20 points yesterday. The freshman is locked in and ready for another game to show what he's got, and we're ready to see it this morning. Also look out for Devontre McKendrick. The sophomore made clutch shots, and a lot of them contested inside the perimeter. He's a big reason McAlester was in the game late, and he did it without his 3 falling. Now if he can get that outside shot going at the same time today, watch out. McKendrick could have a big game. Garrett Pickett, the senior, was tough in the paint for the Buffs last night, scoring 8 points and rebounding 10. Let's see if he follows up his best performance on the glass this morning.
All right, looking at some players to watch now from McAlester.
Some keys to the game.
Excuse me, keys to the game. You just did players to watch. I'm sorry, we got up a little bit early this morning.
Yeah, it's been an early morning anyway. Keys to the game in this one: don't let your opponent go on big-time runs. Even the Buffaloes went on a 15-0 run that helped bring the game down to the wire. A 19-0 run was the difference in the loss last night. The Buffs will try and keep that from happening here today. And up the ante on defense. The Buffaloes didn't really do that well in the first quarter against Wagner. Got out to a 28-9 lead, and the Buffaloes used aggressive defense to an eventual 21 turnovers is what they forced. 15 in the second half, and helped the Buffs pull it back to within a 4-point game. If the Buffs are able to play aggressive defense all game today, I'd like to see what can happen. But there's one extra key to the game that is vital to this key taking place. You got to stay out of foul trouble. If you aren't in foul trouble, you have the ability to play aggressively the entire game. If you are, you have to play more passive, and that will not play into what the Buffaloes do best. So be sure to stay on the floor and off of the foul column here today.
All right, so we're about to get started here in about 4 minutes. We want to remind everyone that, again, we are both on radio and on video stream today. Again, but the only thing we have our video stream today is a stationary camera set up in the corner. So if you guys want to check in any way that you want to, however you're tuning in today, let us know where you're watching or listening from on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. That is Twitter at Buff Sports Radio, and we'll try to give you a shout-out here today. Or you can even let us know on Facebook at facebook.com/McAlester Radio, and we will try to give you a shout-out like we said. I know a lot of people at work today. Thank you for tuning in and joining us and spending your Friday morning with us. About 3.5 minutes until the announcement of the starting lineups and our first tip. You're listening to McAlester Basketball here on KNED.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I can't decide which I like better, this certified pre-owned Nissan Rogue or that brand new Nissan Pathfinder.
It's a hard choice.
This certified pre-owned comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, a Carfax 3-year buyback guarantee, and included roadside assistance.
Or that new Nissan Pathfinder has room for up to 8 passengers and 4x4 capabilities. Sounds like it's time for a test drive.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fitton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fittonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Checotah, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Turbocharged, fearless, unshakable, and 240 horsepower. Visit Vickers Power Sports to see the Can-Am Maverick R, the most powerful side-by-side ever. Stop by Vickers in McAlester and get up close to the ride-pushing performance, and it's available and ready to go. The Can-Am Maverick R has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, a heavy-duty tall-knuckle suspension, and 10.25-inch touchscreen display to keep you connected. Feel the raw power at Vickers Power Sports in McAlester. The New Year clearance sale is on at Vickers Furniture. I know, just another sale, right? No, this is truly a New Year clearance sale of everything in the store. Vickers ordered new furniture, bedding, and accessories back in the fall. Now they need to make room. Everything's on sale. The New Year clearance sale going on now at Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, McAlester.
We're right here with you.
Welcome back to the Checotah High School Event Center, a.k.a. the Myrtle Wallace Frost Event Center here in Checotah, Oklahoma. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, along with Wyatt Hubbard, your stats man / color commentator that is helping me today and all throughout the basketball season. Looks like the McAlester Buffaloes about to play on the consolation side against the Muldrow Bulldogs. McAlester will be wearing their home white uniforms with the black numerals on the front and back with the McAlester cursive across the chest. For the the Muldrow Bulldogs, we had the Wagner Bulldogs yesterday. They're wearing their red on red jersey. It looks like gray numerals on the front and back. And let's start off with the Muldrow Bulldogs, their starters. Starting off with number 2, Jackson Ansteen, who had 9 points a day ago against Fairgrove for the Bulldogs. Number 23, Drew Pruitt, who had 10 points a day ago. Number 32, Parker 7-star, who led the team with 24 points, over half of their points from a day ago. Number 11, Deshaun Wilson, who had a bucket. And number 4, Jesse Keyline. Again, led by head coach Terry Collins, 8-7 on the season for the 4A Muldrow Bulldogs. Now for the McAlester Buffaloes, let's look at your starting lineups. As I survey the court right now, it looks like it's going to be the same as yesterday. We're going to have the sophomore guard, number 0, Devontre McKendrick, leading the team in three-point percentage at 29%. You have freshman guard, number 2, Brandon Smith, leading the team in points per game at 13.9 and had 20 a day ago. You have the number 10, junior guard, Alex Dooney, who ended up having a bucket the other day and is averaging 5.3 points per game. Devion Bickham, the freshman forward, number 21, is leading the team in free throw percentage at 71% and had 8 rebounds yesterday. And leading out the starting 5, rounding it out rather, the senior forward, number 23, Garrett Pickett, leading the team in field goal percentage at 50% and rebounds per game at 5.1 a game. The Buffaloes will be moving it left to right across your radio dial and kind of like northwest to southeast on your video screen. As again, it's stationary today. And for the Muldrow Bulldogs, they'll be moving it right to left. If I say Wagner anytime today, I'm more than likely talking about Muldrow. It's hard to go from Bulldogs at 8:30 to Bulldogs at 11.
Both teams have Bulldogs mascots.
Inside the circle, it's 7-star with Devion Bickham. Ball's up in the air. Tip is won by Muldrow, and it's basketball time here in the Heartland in this elimination game between the Bulldogs and the Buffaloes. As McAlester forces a tip ball, stolen immediately by Bickham as McAlester was pressing on the tip. So Bickham's got an immediate steal here for the McAlester Buffaloes. They're on the right side of the half-court line as we are just 17 seconds into our contest. Pass angle right over to Pickett. They'll swing it around to the far corner over to Bickham. Bickham looks baseline. That's guarded up well. He'll dribble to the high post, giving it back outside. Right wing 3 by Dooney. Painted gold! Alex Dooney strikes from downtown. The Buffaloes taking early 3-0 advantage. Painted gold, Alex Dooney. And now Muldrow with their second possession. Their first one ended quickly with McAlester pressing off of the winning tip by the Bulldogs. In the far corner, as I have to break out the binoculars for the first time in a basketball game over here in the corner, right wing. Number 23, that's Drew Pruitt. He lobs it back out over the right front court over to Wilson. Wilson back to Pruitt, right wing. Pruitt guarded up by Smith. He has to dribble out a little bit closer towards the front court. Ball finds its way into the baseline. It's too high for Parker, 7-star. And it's a turnover again here for the Bulldogs. McAlester up 3-0. 1:06 into the first quarter. Buffaloes already, they forced 21 turnovers against Wagner yesterday, already forcing 2 in the first 2 possessions against Muldrow today. Top of the key on the drive. It's going to be a floater up by Devontre McKendrick, and he finds the bottom of the bucket. And it's an early 5-0 lead for McAlester. McAlester already locked in defensively, far corner. Looked like offensively as well. Pickett kind of fell awkwardly to the floor, but he gets back up. A little bit on a hobble, though. I think he just rolled his ankle here, but Muldrow still has the ball along the left wing. With it is Keyline. Keyline gives it into the corner over to Anstein. Anstein baseline to 7-star. 7-star back over to Anstein left wing. Guarded up by Dooney. McAlester looks like they're running out of a 2-3 zone. Right front court. Pruitt on a bounce over to the far corner. Gets it to the high post. They had a wide open man, but thankfully for McAlester, it's right through the hands of Jesse Keyline out of bounds. And it will be McAlester basketball up 5-0 with 6:06 left in the first.
Another turnover for the Bulldogs there. That's 3 already.
And that will lead to the first substitution for the Bulldogs. I'll get you a name when I get number 24, Kayshawn Bukhari, comes into the game. Left wing Dooney, who hit a 3 on the opening possession for the Buffaloes, dribbles outside the perimeter, goes right back in, feeds it off over to Bickham. Bickham high post, stops on a dime. Out right wing 3 on the way by McKendrick, a little bit off. It'll be rebounded by the newly inserted Bukhari, and he gets a dribble out to the logo C at midcourt.
Great look there for McKendrick, just couldn't quite get it to go.
Mid-range jumper that's going to be missed by Bukhari. Rebound by Dooney, McAllister's first rebound of the day, passing ahead over to McKendrick. McKendrick on the drive, into the paint, pulls up, 8-foot jumper, got the Buffalo bounce. And the Buffaloes are leading here early, 7-0, with 5:23 left to go in the first. Buffaloes have only missed one shot, and it was from their leading scorer so far, Devontre McKendrick. Low post, triple team, swipe ball, stolen by Smith. Smith down the floor, one-on-one towards the basket. Drew contact, no whistle, will be a rebound as they miss the shot. Bukhari gives it ahead over to Wilson. Wilson on the drive, floater from the free throw line is airballed unless they say it was blocked. No, it's airballed. It'll be McAlester basketball. 3 minutes and 1 second into the first quarter. It's 7-0 McAlester leads.
We talked about how, McAlester needed to up the ante on defense, and they've done just that here early, applying all kinds of pressure.
Right front court. McKendrick on a good drive towards the rim. Drew contact. Kissed it high off the glass, but it does not find the bottom of the net, but it does lead to 2 free throws coming up for Devontre McKendrick. A little bit of a stutter step, and as soon as he planted his foot, he had the advantage on a drive towards the rim. And it leads to 2 free throw attempts here for Mr. McKendrick. His first shot from the southpaw is short. He comes into this game 68% from the free throw line. He was 2 of 2 yesterday, so that now makes him 2 of 3 on the tournament. Fouls on Anstine, his first, team first. Buffaloes are leading 7-0, 4:47 left in the first. McKendrick's second shot is rimmed out as well. There's a fight for the rebound into the corner. It's going to be Alex Dooney coming up with the offensive board. He'll dribble it out to the far corner. McAlester has a second chance at points. He tries feeding it in over to Pickett. Pickett couldn't handle it. Tries throwing it back over to his players as he was saving it out of bounds, and he throws it straight to a Bulldog. That's the first turnover of the day for the Buffaloes. High post, back out straight away, around the world to the right wing. As the Bulldogs have the ball in the corner, it's number 2, Anstine. Anstine gives it as a mid-range jumper is up by Deshaun Wilson, and he sinks it to make it 7-2. Bulldogs' first 2 points of the game. Smith trying to get those 2 points back real quick, and he does so on a quick drive to the right block. There's Brandon Smith's first 2 points of the game, and the Buffaloes lead once again by 7, 9-2. 4:06 left in the first. Brandon Smith again with his first 2 points, coming off a 23-point performance on Friday, 20-point performance yesterday against Wagner. Straight away to the far corner, over to Wilson. Wilson feeds it to the man that was just in his spot, Pruitt. Pruitt loosely double-teamed as McAlester now backs up. Pass to the mid-range. Floater up once again by Wilson. This one's short. 7-star gets the offensive board, misses the shot, and it'll be a rebound by Smith, left of the lane. Smith taking it down the floor. Stopping, trying to drive, lost the handle in the process, trying to pick it back up. There's going to be a tie ball here. It'll stay with McAlester. They're going to inbound it along the baseline. 7-star has a huge height advantage over everyone on McAllister's, anybody on the floor for either team, as there'll be an inbound over to the right front court. McAlester is going to try to work defensively inside the paint. So far it's worked, as driving in is Pickett into the paint. He'll score anyway despite the size advantage on 7-star, who is on the other side of the rim. And Pickett's got his first 2 points. McAlester is rolling in the first quarter with an 11-2 lead over Muldrow with 3:13 left in the first. Near corner, three-pointer up by Wilson, and this one's good. Deshaun Wilson has got all 5 points here for the Bulldogs despite having only 2 yesterday against Fairgrove. McAlester is up by 6. 3 minutes left in the first. On the edge of the circle, on the C logo is Smith. He dribbles to the right wing, feeds it off over to McKendrick. Bounce pass high post to Dooney. Dooney looks inside for Pickett. Pickett tries to draw contact with a reverse layup. Can't get it. Gets his own rebound, though. Throws it out to the left wing. Quick draw to the top of the key. Dooney for 3, left it short. Ball's on the deck. We have a rebound. McKendrick throws it back far corner. Dooney with a second chance. This one's off. Offensive board by Smith off the right block, and Brandon Smith gets it to go. Playing janitor, McAllister's third time's the charm when it comes to rebounds, and then a putback for Mr. Smith. It's 13-5.
Yeah, Brandon Smith now got 4 points.
8-point lead for the Buffaloes, top of the key. 2:19 left in the first. Bounce pass baseline. Muldrow with the basketball, feeding a high post. Back inside over to 7-star. 7-star easy bucket inside the paint. He's got to be close to 7'9". He is huge in the floor here for the Muldrow Bulldogs. I mean, we're up in the rafters, so we can kind of see a little bit better than most people. The height advantage that Muldrow just has on the floor right now. Right front court, handing it off over to Bickham. Bickham, free throw line, getting it back out over the right wing. McKendrick, he dribbles into the paint. Fadeaway jumper inside the paint. This one's a little bit off. Rattles the rim. It's going to be missed. There's going to be a foul on, I believe, Pickett here, as he was making too much contact with the Bulldog trying to get that ball back. It is on Pickett. That's McAllister's first. And our first substitution's coming in. It's going to be Pouncil and Highshaw checking in for Bickham and I believe for Dooney. 6-point lead for McAllister, 13-7. 1:39 remaining in the first. Past the right wing, swinging it far corner. Back over to the right front court. Again, on the far side of the floor is Muldrow. Baseline, throwing up to the left wing to the near corner. 7-star for 3 in the corner. This one's going to hit off the left side of the iron. Takes an awkward bounce straight over to number 3. That's Trenton Irvin of the Bulldogs. So they get a second chance here. And that one just went straight through the hands of number 2, Jackson Anstine, on a soft pass to the left front court. Just ate him up. And that'll be another turnover here on Muldrow. McAlester back with the ball, up by 6, who right now is dominating the turnover battle. McKendrick inside the circle, dribbling left. Hand it off over to Highshaw. Highshaw trying to drive. Triple teamed outside over to Pouncil, far corner. Pouncil around the arc all the way to the right side as Smith will dribble it between the rings. Set up the offense once more. Pouncil left side, back over to Highshaw, right wing. Highshaw on the drive into the paint. Shovel pass over to Pickett. Pickett nearly had to travel and instead gets out to the top of the key over to McKendrick. Far corner to Pouncil. A lot of ball movement here for the Buffaloes. Jab, step, and drive. Smith lost it on the handle as it was swiped. Back out near corner. McKendrick spot up three. This one's in and out. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. 34 seconds left in the first. 6-point McAlester advantage. Top of the key, passing high post to 7-star. 7-star back outside left wing. They try to get it into the baseline. It's going to be stolen by Pickett. 22 seconds left in the first. McKendrick to the top of the key, trying to drive. Nothing's there. Back outside over to Pickett, who is trailing. Feeds it back right wing over to McKendrick. Around the world far corner. Smith spot up three. That one falls. Bounced around the rim like a pinball. Painted goal. Brandon Smith with a three makes it 16-7. 3 seconds left with the ball. Anstine to the left wing. Three-pointer at the buzzer is no good by Muldrow's Kayshawn Bukhari, and that is the end of the first quarter. McAlester leading 16-7 here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Now open, Camp Inc. Your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
Great first quarter for the McAlester Buffaloes. They lead 16-7 over the Muldrow Bulldogs. Right now it's coming down to turnovers.
Yeah, Muldrow with 6 turnovers. McAlester with just 1 in that first quarter.
So it's 16-7. McAlester is averaging almost 21 turnovers a game, so only 1 in the first quarter. They want to keep that margin, keep that trend going here as Dooney is guarding up a Bulldog as it's now Dooney, Pouncil, Bickham, McKendrick, and Smith on the floor for McAlester. High post, driving in, losing the ball. Bickham with the steal. Bickham taking it down the floor himself. One-on-one, lost the handle as he now feeds it out to the left wing over to Dooney. McAlester can't score in transition, but maybe they can score setting up the offense. Left wing, McKendrick. Again with Dooney, Bickham, Smith, and Pouncil, far corner. As they'll get it out over to Pouncil, swinging it quickly over to the right wing. Bickham looking inside, no one's open. Around to the far corner over to Smith. Passing over to the right wing to McKendrick. McKendrick drives to the high post. Back outside. Left wing three up by Smith. Paint it gold. Brandon Smith hits it from downtown once more, and it's 19-7. He's got back-to-back threes.
Yep. Now has 10 points.
Actually, I believe he's now made 3 threes, hasn't he?
No, that's his second.
That's his second made 3. I thought he made one earlier that was from the right wing. That was McKendrick. That's right.
Yes.
19-7. McAlester is leading by 12 now. 6:54 left in the first half. This might be their largest lead that they've had of the season. The only other one I could think of might be the Durant Lions at a low point back earlier in December. Right wing feeding it into the low post. Good move at the post position by number 24, Kayshawn Bukhari, getting around to Buffalo, and it makes it 19-9. McKendrick drives in, goes up with a floater, can't get it to go. A little bit too soft as it hit off the back iron and bounced straight forward. And it gives the Bulldogs the ball back. Down by 10 to McAlester. 6:21 left in the first half, 19-9. Far corner feeding it inside. 7-star again gets the positioning down the low post. Scores to make it 19-11. Right now that is where Muldrow is making their living, is down in the low post. They do have the height advantage over McAlester today. That is something that McAlester had the advantage of yesterday. Far corner, Dooney working around a screen inside. Good move. Goes up for 2, and he traveled first. And that will give the ball to the Bulldogs as Pickett and Highshaw check in for Smith and Pouncil. Buffaloes wanted to go with a taller lineup right here. So earlier there was more of a guard lineup. Now they have, I'd say, 2 forwards and a center, maybe possibly even 3 forwards here for the Buffaloes. to the top of the key as the ball gets swung all the way towards the circle to the left wing. I think McAlester truly only has one true center in their lineup, and that would be Caden Harris. The rest of your big men are forwards. The far corner. Cross-court pass left wing. Thought about spot up three, trying to drive on Pickett. It's number 2, Anstine. Anstine feeds it inside. It's going to be stolen. Swiped away by Devontre McKendrick. McKendrick down the floor. On the drive, presses the gas and misses the shot. It'll be rebounded in transition now by Anstine. He'll try to go one-on-one with Bickham. Goes up for 2. Can't get it. Gets the offensive rebound and putting it in for 2 is Kayshawn Bakari. And it's 19-13. Bickham was setting up for the charge. Did not get that. And as he fell to the floor, it left 3 Bulldogs wide open down in the paint for the missed shot. Highshot tries to feed it across the baseline. It gets tipped out of bounds into the Muldrow cheerleaders. Smith will come in for McKendrick. 4:54 left in the half. It is a 19-13 McAlester lead. By the way, if you are watching on YouTube and you want to enhance the quality just a little bit, reminder to go to settings and press higher picture quality, I believe. You can find the settings bar right around where the page is at, the video is at. High post, Smith back outside near corner. Back to the top of the key. Smith thought about threes. 2 from downtown right now. Highshaw taking the near corner 3 instead. Highshaw, nothing but net. Painting it goal. McAlester striking from downtown in this game. 22-13. They're up by 9. 4.5 left to go in the first half.
Yeah, right now they're 4 of 7 from 3. That's good for 57%.
McAlester is shooting 23% from 3 on the season this year. Already, like you said, hitting early, but 7-star is starting to find his groove down in the paint. And that makes it 22-15. And McAllister's going to win this game. They got to make sure that they can limit 7-star, who had 24 points a day ago against Fairgrove. And that's against a very tall lineup in Fairgrove. Dooney feeds it between the rings over to Smith. It is 22-15. McAlester is leading by 7. Halfway through the second quarter. Near corner, Bickham. Bickham feeds it to the right wing over to Smith. McAlester on the right side of the half-court line. Smith on the drive has to stop just beyond the high post. Feeds it back out on the lob to the far corner to Bickham, who quickly swings it around the ring, and it's going to be a no-look pass high post that nearly went away from Bickham. McAlester gets it back to the right wing. Smith for 3. Smith off the back iron. High rainbow bounce. There's a fight for the board, and I think this one's going to be once again a foul on Garrett Pickett trying to get a board. He had 10 rebounds yesterday against Wagner. Hasn't had a lot of chances to rebound the ball today. It's either been mostly turnovers by Muldrow on the other side or made shots. And on the other side, McAllister's made most of their shots. So it's 22-15. Muldrow gets the ball after the Garrett Pickett. Second foul on him. Second foul of the second quarter here on the Buffaloes. 3:25 left in the half. Again, 22-15. McAlester up by 7. Straight away, Muldrow's number 11, Deshaun Wilson, who had the first 5 points for the Bulldogs, has not scored since, gets it to the left wing. Top of the key, feeds the high post, on the drive, through 2 defenders, and scoring. Magic move right there by Drew Pruitt. And now the Bulldogs pull it within 5 after 1 point, I believe trailing by 12. 3 minutes left in the half, 22-17. Right wing Pickett, feeds it back high post. Mid-range jumper by Smith, in and out. Just popped around, and that'll be a Muldrow rebound, and McAlester starting to get a little bit cold after they were scorching hot to begin this game. And Muldrow starting to find their groove as here's a bank shot that's made from the free throw line. He'll get another chance here to add to those points. It's Parker, 7-star again, and he'll get a chance to complete the and one as he was hacked in the act. Alex Dooney committed the foul. It's the third one here on the Buffaloes. Well, now it's his second one on the scoreboard. I think they got it reset earlier. So 7-star is going to try to complete the three-point play to pull the Muldrow Bulldogs within 1. Shot is in the air, and it's good, and it is 22-21. Muldrow heating up, McAlester cooling down. Can the Buffaloes find their groove once again to, 1, stop this red-hot Muldrow offense, and to 2, get their shot back? Top of the key, Smith feeds the far corner. Bickham will take the open 3. This one's short. Offensive rebound, high shot, feeding it back out to the left wing. Smith on the drive. Smith giving it baseline. Good look for Pouncil. Pouncil's shot is blocked by 7-star off the backboard. Muldrow trying to take their first lead of the contest. Left front court, 22-21. It's again been a 12-point deficit erased here for the Bulldogs, just nearly. They only trail by 1. 2:03 left in the half, pass to the right wing. Anstine feeds it back left wing. Over to Pruitt. Pruitt gets it inside. Good move inside the paint. There's going to be a missed shot, I think, blocked there by Bickham. Rebounded by Highshaw. McKendrick feeds it to the right wing. Pouncil on the drive, trying to Euro step, going up for two. He got it and one. Davian Pouncil, he shoots, he scores. Right this way, Mr. Pouncil, to the charity stripe. That's a good way to stop Muldrow's momentum. Highshaw's going to come out of the game. Dooney will check in. Pouncil at the line. 36% from the free throw line so far this year, averaging 2.5 points per game. His free throw attempt is nothing but net, though, and the Buffaloes back up by double possessions, 25-21, 4-point game. McAlester will press, and there was a timeout called by Muldrow. 25-21, McAlester leading, 1:47 left in the first half here on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider. Deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, unlimited appointments, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We don't accept insurance, but all are welcome to join. Dr. Bradley Cross has joined Dr. Chris Bean, Dr. Chelsea Burgess, and Joy Ald APRN, who are accepting new patients. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Welcome back to the Myrtle Wallace Frost Event Center here in Checotah for day 2 at the Checotah Crossroads Classic. McAlester is up. They changed the score to 25-20.
Yeah, that's what I had it as.
Oh, that's what you had it as. Okay, so
So,
again, Wyatt's already
we're
on
all
top
on the
of
same
it.
page now.
Wyatt was already on top of it. I'm surprised he didn't say anything. Muldrow beats a press. 7-star gets it quickly down to the low post and makes it 25-22. So McAlester is leading by 3 now. Again, Muldrow beat the press like it was nothing there. They struggled with it earlier, and I think that might be a reason why Coach Terry Collins called a timeout. Near corner 3 by McKendrick is off. We have a rebound by Muldrow. Getting it out there, throwing it ahead to a man. One-on-one in transition. Off the left block, scoring with a tough shot, Drew Pruitt. And it's a 1-point game again, 25-24, 1:14 left in the half. Far corner Pouncil, feeding it further into the corner over to Smith. Going baseline, feeds it ahead to the top of the key. Dooney for 3. Dooney leaves it short. There'll be a rebound here by the Bulldogs. Again, throwing it ahead. One-on-one for the lead. The Bulldogs get it. Deshaun Wilson with 6 straight points out of the timeout in just about a minute of time. It's 26-25. Muldrow leads with 57 seconds left in the half. We'll take a 30-second break and be back here on KNED.
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAlester at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
So the Bulldogs, with 4 of their last 6 points, doing exactly what the Wagner Bulldogs did yesterday. As soon as a shot goes up, someone is running to the other side of the floor. Rebound is grabbed by Muldrow, and they got someone already open on the other side. McAllister's done their best to try to get back in time, but a couple of really good shots there by Muldrow to take their first lead of the game. Near corner, Devion Bigham takes the 3 and airballs it. McAllister's 3 now not starting to fall after they were hot early, 4 of 7 earlier. As it's 26-25, 33 seconds left in the first half. Muldrow with the lead over McAlester. McAlester led this game by as many as 12 earlier, now down by 1. Bounce pass inside, ball came loose, and there'll be a turnover here as it's last touched by Kashawn Bukhari, who tried to saving it along the baseline for the Bulldogs. McAlester still doing very well in the turnover category. They're just now starting to see their shot not fall, and a lot of high percentage shots falling here from Muldrow, who has the height advantage down in the paint. Right wing Smith lobbing it out between the rings over to McKendrick. 14 seconds left. Looking baseline after a bounce pass to Bigham. Bigham driving, goes up for 2, too strong. And there's a foul on, I believe it's going to be on Bigham. And it is on Bigham. That's going to be the 3rd team foul on McAlester. His first, yeah. And now a chance at a buzzer beater here for the Bulldogs. McAlester will press, trying to get the ball before the end of the half. Inbound, far sideline. Back over to, that is Bukhari. Bukhari crosses the half-court line. Lost his shot. Smith, half-court shot at the buzzer, throws it over the backboard. So it's stolen by Smith. But at the end of the first half, McAlester trails by 1 as it was a good job by the Muldrow Bulldogs working back from a double-digit deficit at 12 points to take a 1-point lead going into halftime. We'll take a break and be back here on KNED.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you know they're hard to come by. Well, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a step ahead of the game. We are Southeast Oklahoma's #1 pre-owned dealer because we went out and found the best low-mileage pre-owned vehicles available. Fully loaded Mercedes, BMW, Lincoln, Lexus, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, you name it, it's on the lot. And financing is available. So come by Patriot today.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I can't decide which I like better, this certified pre-owned Nissan Rogue or that brand new Nissan Pathfinder.
It's a hard choice.
This certified pre-owned comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, a Carfax 3-year buyback guarantee, and included roadside assistance.
Or that new Nissan Pathfinder has room for up to 8 passengers and 4x4 capabilities. Sounds like it's time for a test drive.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at FentonNissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Checotah, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Welcome back to the Myrtle Wallace Frost Event Center here in Checotah, Oklahoma. Brandon Green along with Wyatt Hubbard bringing you McAlester basketball here on KNED. At the end of the first half, McAlester is trailing to Muldrow 26-25. McAlester was off to a hot start, scoring the first 7 points in this ball game. McAlester was up by 12 at one point, but the Bulldogs were able to erase that deficit, lead by 1 at the break. We'll see how we got to this point, starting off with some leading scorers for the Buffaloes and then going into our team stats.
Brandon Smith leads in scoring at the half with 10 points on 4 of 8 shooting from the field. That's good for 50%. Also 50% from beyond the arc, 2 of 4, and also has 2 boards and 2 steals. Devontre McKendrick has 4 points on 25% shooting from the field. He also has a steal. Alex Dooney has 3 points on 25% shooting, also 1 of 3 from 3. Davion Pouncil has 3 points tonight on 50% shooting and 1 of 1 from the charity stripe. Also, Isaiah Highshaw has 3 points on a made 3. He also has 2 boards. Also, Garrett Pickett with 2 points on 1 of 2 shooting. He also has an offensive board and looks like a steal for Garrett Pickett. That's going to round out your scoring.
All right, so now looking at our team stats, and that'll tell our story a little bit better.
All right, McAlester Buffaloes 10 of 28 from the field here today. That's good for 36%. Muldrow Bulldogs 12 of 20. That's good for 60%.
I think that will do it.
Yeah.
So what it's been for Muldrow, it's either been turnovers for them or they make their shot. They've only missed 8 shots the entire game, and they've got 3 offensive rebounds right now. So when you look at it, McAlester has only had 3 defensive boards. They've only ended 3 possessions outside of turnovers on the other side. So that's going to go into our keys to the second half, but continue on.
All right. McAlester also from 3, 31%, 4 of 13 from downtown. Muldrow Bulldogs just 1 of 3. That's good for 33%. McAlester Buffaloes 1 of 3 from the charity stripe, good for 33%. Muldrow Bulldogs, they've only taken 1 shot and they made it 100%. Also looking at the boards, McAlester with 8 boards, 5 offensive, 3 defensive. Muldrow with 14, 3 offensive, 11 defensive. And looking at steals and turnovers here, McAlester has 6 steals. They forced 10 Bulldog turnovers, and McAlester right now with only 2 turnovers themselves.
So why McAlester is only down by 1 instead of down by multiple points is because
they're doing a great job at forcing turnovers.
Yeah, I mean they've only had 2 themselves for a team, like I said, averaging about 21 turnovers a game. To only have 2 in the first half is excellent and a good step in the right direction. But in return, I mean, Muldrow just has the size advantage over McAlester right now, and it's clear, and they are using it to their advantage. They're getting open looks inside the paint. They're getting good positioning inside the paint. That's how they've been able to
get all these rebounds.
Yep, exactly. And like I said, McAllister's there's only been 2 possessions that have ended differently other than McAlester having a defensive rebound. They've only had 3 defensive rebounds the entire game, which means they've only ended 3 possessions on missed shots. The rest of Muldrow's possessions, except for I think 2 possessions, have either been a made shot or it's been a turnover. That's what's pretty crazy about this first half. So McAlester, going into the second half, I don't know how you do it. And like I said, that's why I'm not a basketball coach. But McAllister's got to find a way to be able to end Muldrow's possessions, force them to take shots from outside the paint, because when you do, I think that they have taken I believe only 2 shots from outside the paint, I believe. How many? No, 3. It's either been inside the paint or they have been outside the perimeter.
Yeah,
they have
not been anywhere
else.
Outside, because down inside they have that height advantage.
And that's what McAllister's trying to do. They're running up a 3-2 zone, but we'll see what the Buffaloes do in the second half to try to combat where Muldrow is making their killing, and it's inside the paint, high percentage shots leading to 60% from the field, despite having 10 turnovers and dominating the rebound battle. So that's really all that we can look at. If McAlester can just find a way, because I think the Buffaloes, even though they're at 36%, they were really hot in the first half. I think that you just got to keep on playing your game until you get those shots to fall once more. But in the meantime, you have to be able to force Muldrow to take lower percentage shots than what they're taking right now. So as we go towards the second half, a reminder that whoever loses this game is out of the Checotah Crossroads Classic. For Muldrow, they went 0-2 last year in this tournament. Don't want to do it again. They did it in 2 close games. So they're trying to advance to Saturday for the first time in at least a couple of years here at the Checotah Crossroads Classic. McAlester trying to not be eliminated. This is the first time that McAllister's played in a tournament in a little while where you face elimination in the second round of the tournament. So, again, whoever loses this game does not play Saturday. Whoever wins plays in the Consolation Championship at 12:30 tomorrow here at the Event Center against the winner of Checotah and Stigler. We'll find out who is that winner for McAlester against Muldrow in about the next 45 minutes to an hour. We'll be back after a quick word from our sponsors with the second half action of Muldrow and McAlester here on the Consolation side of the Checotah Crossroads Classic here on KNED.
Turbocharged, fearless, unshakable, and 240 horsepower. Visit Vickers Power Sports to see the Can-Am Maverick R, the most powerful side-by-side ever. Stop by Vickers in McAlester and get up close to the ride-pushing performance, and it's available and ready to go. The Can-Am Maverick R has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, a heavy-duty tall-knuckle suspension, and 10.25-inch touchscreen display to keep you connected. Feel the raw power at Vickers Power Sports in McAlester. The New Year clearance sale is on at Vickers Furniture. I know, just another sale, right? No, this is truly a New Year clearance sale of everything in the store. Vickers ordered new furniture, bedding, and accessories back in the fall. Now they need to make room. Everything's on sale. The New Year clearance sale going on now at Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
Now open, Camp Inc., your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
We're about to begin the second half here in just a moment. McAlester trailing by 1 to the Muldrow Bulldogs, 26-25. On the floor for McAlester is Brandon Smith, Garrett Pickett. We have Devontre McKendrick, Devion Bickham, and Alex Dooney. Dooney is already standing over inside the corner. as McAlester will get the ball to begin the second half. Again, down by 1, switching sides now. McAlester shooting on the left side of the half-court line. Muldrow will be on the right. McAlester had a great first start really a great first quarter. Muldrow had a great second quarter, and that's why we're at where we're at right now. Almost deadlocked, but only down by 1. McAllister's third turnover of the game comes on the opening possession as they threw it away. A steal here by the Bulldogs. And they have the lead by 1, 20 seconds into the third quarter. So Muldrow on the right side of the half-court line now for those of you listening on radio. Left wing. Keyline gets it to the top of the key, around the world to the right wing over to Wilson. Wilson feeds a high post. Right elbow 2 is up by 7-star and good. Another shot made from inside the paint. All their shots save 1 have come from inside the paint. And it's now 28-25, largest lead of the day for the Bulldogs. And right now they're in the middle of an 8-0 run. High post, back outside over to Pickett. Pickett lost the dribble as he tried dribbling to the top of the key. He gathers it back. Ball finds its way to the far corner, back to the right wing over to McKendrick. Dooney will throw it high post to Bickham. Bickham just inside the three-point line, back outside left wing to Pickett. Pickett trying to drive in, nothing's there, near corner over to Dooney. He pumps and drives, jump stop inside, trying to go over 7-star, misses the shot, and 7-star grabs it out of the air and ends that McAlester possession. A chance for the Muldrow Bulldogs to go on a bigger run than their 8-0 run they have right now. High post, we'll have a foul called at the post. And let's see who it's on. It's going to be on Devion Bickham. That's his second personal, team first of the third quarter. 6:41 left in the quarter, 28-25. Inbound, and Bickham steals it right back. Bickham says, okay.
That's his third steal on the day.
Doing great defensively here, Devion Bickham. McKendrick dribbles inside the paint, tries to go up with the mid-range floater. It's nothing but net for Devontre McKendrick. And the Buffaloes end the 8-0 run and pull it within 1, 28-27.
Devontre now has 6 points today.
Pickett nearly with the steal at the top of the key. 7-star has it just inside the three-point line, back outside right wing. Around the world to the left wing. To Keyline. Keyline feeds the far corner. Over to Bukhari. Bukhari didn't get the start today, but getting major minutes here, so he's played fantastic. Short corner, far side, and troubles Keyline. Keyline double-teamed. Bounce pass to the top of the key. Around over to the right wing. Finding it's Anstein to the near corner, 7-star. 7-star cross-court pass tipped by Bickham, nearly with another steal there for the freshman. But it's gathered in the backcourt after the tip from Bickham. And back across the half-court line, Muldrow with the ball with 5:45 left in the third. Inside, good move by Pickett and by McKendrick, getting in the way of the pass to 7-star. And it prevents an easy 2 points. It rolls out of bounds into the Muldrow cheerleader, so it will be another inbound along the baseline for the Bulldogs, which will be Anstein to inbound. Right at the glass. Trying to direct traffic, trying to find someone open, gets into the low post, and we'll have a foul called on Dooney as he tried blocking the shot of Drew Pruitt off the left block. Pruitt trying to earn him the hard way now from the free throw line. I don't think that's a bad foul there by Dooney.
No.
I think that is a foul. I don't think it's a bad foul. It's an easy 2. If he doesn't do it, make him earn it. That's only his second foul. If that was his third foul, maybe you're thinking differently. Free throw is up and good. So Pruitt makes his first free throw to make it 29-27.
And the Bulldogs are now 2 of 2 from the free throw line.
Second shot in the air. That one's back iron. So it ends up being a very good foul there for Dooney. 29-27. McAlester is down by 2. McKendrick trying to get it back, and he does so on a drive towards the rack. Tie game, 29-29. Devontre McKendrick with the deuce. Dooney pokes the ball loose. Dooney's got the steal. Waits for his offense. Left wing, driving in Smith. Up for 2. Got it. Could have gotten the foul, too. But the Buffaloes quickly, with a score by McKendrick, a steal by Dooney, and then a score by Smith, takes the lead 31-29. 5:11 left in the third. Right front court, cross court pass. Bickham's got the steal. Bickham going to the other side of the rim, losing the ball back. Stolen back by the Bulldogs. Down the near sideline, Bukhari dribbles to the top of the key, feeds it off over to Wilson left wing. Into the corner, over to Pruitt. Pruitt back to Wilson, back to Pruitt. Long 2 up in the air. That one's nothing but net. Had his right foot over the three-point line, and that will make it a 31-31 game. We're going back and forth in the third quarter. 4:41 left in it. Left wing, Pickett thought about the 3, feeds it to the corner.
That shot there by the Bulldogs was really the only second one from outside the paint.
I believe you're right. High post, back out, left wing. Pickett will take the spot up 3. That one's off. Hit off of the backboard. Off the right side, rebounded by the Bulldogs. Right wing swinging it around the arc all the way to the corner over to Wilson. Wilson tries to dribble in. Nothing's there. Back outside left wing. Passes high post. Back outside Wilson. Far corner three. That one is a three, and it's nothing but net. 34-31, their last 5 points coming from that corner. Right wing Smith with McAlester down by 3. All of a sudden, that is a 7-0 run? No, I'm doing my math wrong. It's a 5-0 run there for the Bulldogs. Left elbow. Bickham back outside right wing. Smith tries to get it back. It's airballed. Good offensive board by Dooney. Back out right wing. 3 by McKendrick. Painting it gold. Devontre McKendrick ties it up. It is 34-34. We have a late whistle coming in. Are they going to take off the 3? Technical foul on Garrett Pickett. Does the 3 still? I believe the 3 still counts, but there's a technical foul on Garrett Pickett. The officials explain why the technical was called to Coach Dooney, and he doesn't agree with it. His free throw is coming up for Wilson. He misses the first one. Deshaun Wilson misses the first of 2 technical foul attempts here. A 3 still counts there for Devontre McKendrick, so it's still 34-34. But not until Wilson hits his second of 2 free throws. So Muldrow takes lead once more, making 1 of 2 of their technical free throw attempts, as it's now Highshaw and looks like Pouncil checking in for Dooney and Pickett. 35-34, McAlester is down by 1, 3:39 left in the third, but it's still back and forth here in the third quarter after it was McAlester owned first quarter, Muldrow owned second quarter. Left wing far corner, driving in, leaving it back out, top of the key. Bakari gets a high post, goes up for 2 over Bickham, misses the shot, rebounded by Pouncil. Pouncil throwing it ahead. There's going to be a tip pass, and we'll have a steal by the Bulldogs and a foul on Pouncil.
That was only Pouncil's first.
McAlester has had all 4 fouls in the third quarter. Muldrow not with a foul yet in quarter number 3. But still McAlester not in foul trouble, I don't believe. I think Garrett Pickett's the only one in foul trouble. He's got 3. Left wing, Wilson with the ball. Wilson has been Muldrow's truly only outside shot today. Yes, he's got a pair of 3s. Near corner, 7-star. 7-star overhead pass the right wing to Bakari. Cross-court pass to the left wing. Wilson, bounce pass back to the edge of the circle. Finds his way back to Bakari. High post, turnaround jumper for 7-star, left it short. Offensive board by 7-star, and there will be a foul called in the low post. 5th foul on McAlester. 2:40 left in the third quarter. Foul is going to be on number 1, Isaiah Highshaw, his first personal, but team 5th. Muldrow, like I said, still not with 1 here in the third quarter. 7-star, 2 free throws on the way. First one's in the air, and no good. Leaving it short.
They're now shooting 50%. The Bulldogs, 3 of 6 from the charity stripe.
Pickett getting ready to check back in. So is Dooney. Second shot is short as well, but an offensive rebound by Bakari. Back out to the near corner. Staying alive here like the Bee Gees are the Muldrow Bulldogs with this possession. It's 35-34 to the far corner. And there'll be a off-ball foul. The first one on the Bulldogs in the third quarter comes with 2:29 left in it. And it looks like it's going to be on Parker, 7-star. That's only his first, though. So if you're wanting him to get into foul trouble, I hate to break it to McAlester fans. Probably not going to happen in this one. McKendrick comes out as Pickett checks in. Dooney does not check back. Oh, Dooney does check in. He comes in for Smith. So McKendrick and Smith off the floor for the moment. 2:23 left in the third, 35-34. McAlester down. Pickett, top of the key, swinging to the near corner. Rather, Smith is into the game. Who did Dooney come in for?
I believe Davion Bickham.
Okay, thank you. You're right. Right wing. Again, Wyatt's on this. He knows. Top of the key, Smith. 2:05 left in the quarter. Tries to get it up high over to Isaiah Highshaw, and Highshaw, after he lost the ball, pushed a Bulldog. And with 2 minutes left in the third, 2 free throws coming up as we do have the Bulldogs in the bonus. 2 free throws on the way on the other side of the floor. However, the Bulldogs, like you said, are kind of struggling from the line right now at 3 of 7. But it'll be Deshaun Wilson at the line. He was the one that was selected to go to the free throw line by his head coach, Terry Collins, on the technical foul attempts earlier in the quarter. Usually that means he's your most trusted free throw shooter. Wilson's first free throw is nothing but net, and it's 36-34. Muldrow on top of the Buffaloes. Wilson takes a deep breath. Feet about even at the free throw line. Second shot on the way. That one is in and out, rebounded by Dooney. So 1 of 2 from the line again there for the Bulldogs. Makes it 36-34. McAlester down by 2. Dooney feeds it back outside over to Highshaw, right wing. Around the world to the left wing to Pickett. Pickett baseline to Dooney. Dooney dribbles closer to the top of the key and then feeds it off over to Smith there. Right wing to Pouncil. Pouncil swinging it back left side. Dooney goes high post over to Smith. Smith on the drive. Splitting defenders. Has a shot blocked out of bounds. He'll stay with the Buffaloes. McKendrick coming back in now for Smith. So McKendrick in for Brandon Smith. 1:37 left in the third. Inbound over to Pickett. Pickett can't make the shot off the left block. Needed that one. Coach Dooney knows it too, based on the body language there. Kind of leaned back, and he knows as well as McAlester fans know that's one in a back-and-forth game in the third quarter they're going to want back. They'll try to make up for it, though, on the other side of the floor, left wing. And as we have Muldrow working around the front court, they get it to the corner now. Over number 21, Kenoy Relaford, who this is the first time I remember seeing him today. 7-star has it in the far corner. Left wing back over to Keyline. Keyline, Bukhari around the world to the right wing. Back to Bukhari. To the left wing. Now to Reniford. Short corner far side. And he can just working all around the arc. Finding Bukhari. Right wing three is off. Good positioning with an offensive board. And the put back up is no good, but he's fouled in the process. 2 free throws on the way for number 21, Kenoy Relaford, rather. Relaford. I'm trying to get that right.
Foul was on Pouncil, his second.
50 seconds left in the third quarter. More free throws on the way here for the Muldrow Bulldogs. Relaford's first free throw is good.
Now 5 of 10.
How many free throw attempts has McAlester taken as we have Bickham check in for Isaiah Highshaw?
McAlester from the line today looks like they are 1 of 3.
Here comes the 11th attempt here for the Bulldogs. As now Smith also checks in. So we had Highshaw check out, Bickham come in. Now Pouncil checks out, and Smith comes in with 50 seconds left in the third. Buffalo's trailing by 3, 37-34. Second shot attempt. Relaford can't get it. Rebounded by Dooney. Dooney's had a great day on the boards. I think that he's got a season high in rebounds right now. Across half court line, Dooney goes, picks up his dribble. As he'll pass the high post over to McKendrick. Left wing to Pickett, bounce pass baseline. Bickham guarded up well by Bukhari. Back out to the left wing. Dooney. Swing it around to the far corner over to Pickett. Back straight away to Dooney. Back far corner to McKendrick. McKendrick. Now Buffalo's working high post. Bickham back outside. Spot up 3, right wing 3. Pickett off a little bit off the left side. Kiss the rim left side of it. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. 10 seconds left in the third. 3-point lead for Muldrow. Right wing, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Left wing 3 is airballed, rebounded by Bickham, and he'll hold the ball there. We head to the fourth quarter in a 3-point game, 37-34. McAlester down to Muldrow here on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider. Deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, unlimited appointments, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We don't accept insurance, but all are welcome to join. Dr. Bradley Cross has joined Dr. Chris Bean, Dr. Chelsea Burgess, and Joy Ald APRN, who are accepting new patients. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAlester at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
Beginning the fourth quarter here at the Myrtle Wallace Frost Event Center in Checotah, Oklahoma. McAlester is down by 3, 37-34 to the Muldrow Bulldogs. It's been a back-and-forth game since we've had a big run in the first quarter by McAlester, big run in the second quarter by the Bulldogs. And like I said, it was a back-and-forth third quarter. McAlester is currently down by 3, 37-34. We have an immediate steal by Bickham down the floor. Bickham passes head over to Smith. Smith trying to drive in transition, and he scores and one. Brandon Smith. That's a way to start off the fourth quarter with a chance to tie the game. He shoots, he scores right this way, Mr. Smith to the charity stripe. We also have Garrett Pickett on the floor, as well as Devontre McKendrick, Devion Bickham, who had that last steal, and then Alex Dooney also.
Devion Bickham, by the way, with 5 steals today, and Brandon Smith now with 14 points.
Bickham had 9 steals coming into this game. Fantastic day defensively, and Smith ties it with the free throw shot. 37 all with 7:46 left in the game. As we have an inbound, Bickham nearly had his 6th steal as he tried saving it in the corner, could not maintain possession. And it will stay with the Bulldogs. McAlester pressing, trying to show some pressure on the Bulldogs. Inbound into the corner. Smith guarding fellow number 2, Anstein, as he crosses the half-court line left to right. Feeds it inside, 2 is up and good. 7-star makes it 39-37, getting the lead right back from the Buffaloes. McAlester really never had it, but they had the tie. Bickham has it, gets it outside the perimeter, back over to the far corner. McKendrick, shovel pass to the top of the key. Smith calling for someone to come up to the high post. No one did. Bounce past the low post over to Pickett. Pickett looking back outside, left wing 3 by Smith. Paint it cold! Brandon Smith once again showing off. It's 40-39. McAlester up by 1.
That's Smith's 3rd 3 on the day. He now has 18 points.
He's getting close to getting 20 points again. Around to the left wing. 40-39. McAlester up by a point. 6:52 left in the game. Right wing Bukhari feeds the top of the key. Relaford with the ball. Gives it back to Bukhari. Between the rings. Top of the key, Relaford, guarded up by Bickham. Well, ball comes loose, stolen by Pickett. Pickett ahead for McKendrick. McKendrick on the drive, pulls up 8-footer, nothing but net. Devontre McKendrick and McAlester going on a run, 42-39. Muldrow beats a press easy, one-on-one the other side, can't get the shot to go. Good transition defense by Bickham, rebounded by Pickett there. Bickham ahead over to McKendrick. McKendrick on the drive again, in the paint, tough 2, got it again. Devontre McKendrick. It's been him and Brandon Smith, the 1-2 duo. Either one of them could be the one. They have been fantastic here in the fourth quarter. McAlester takes a 5-point lead as we have 6:08 left in the game here on KNED.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you know they're hard to come by. Well, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a step ahead of the game. We are Southeast Oklahoma's #1 pre-owned dealer because we went out and found the best low-mileage pre-owned vehicles available. Fully loaded Mercedes, BMW, Lincoln, Lexus, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, you name it, it's on the lot. And financing is available. So come by Patriot today.
The scoring duo of Devontre McKendrick and Brandon Smith have been incredible today. You've got Devontre McKendrick with 15 points. Brandon Smith's got 18. They've combined for 33 of McAllister's 44 points, and they are finding their groove. Brandon Smith and McKendrick give each other a high five right there, and it has led to, again, a 5-point McAlester lead as they were down by, I believe, 3 coming into the fourth quarter. So they've already won the quarter by 8. It's going to been based off a lot of turnovers, and look at Devion Bickham. He's the one that's forced most of them. McAlester pressing again. Bickham nearly with another steal. He is reading the ball so well here against the Bulldogs. This one will be inbounded in the corner. Again, Buffaloes with a full court press, man-to-man full court press. Inbound, feeding ahead back over to Wilson. Wilson on the drive, stopping free throw line, right elbow two, can't fall. Bickham with the rebound. Bickham clears it, looks ahead over to Smith. 5:54 left in the game. Smith driving in, lost the handle. Stolen now by the Bulldogs, going the other way. Wilson down the near sideline. Stopping, getting into the corner. Now he'll try going baseline. Feed across it to the far corner. Big three by the Bulldogs. Nothing but net. That is Jackson Anstein for the three to make it 44-42. Huge three made by the Muldrow Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was the Bulldogs' third three on the day. They're 3 of 7 from beyond the arc.
Haven't taken a lot, but they have been efficient when they've taken them. Baseline, jumper on the way by McKendrick. This one's a little bit short. Heat check for McKendrick. Rebounded now by Bukhari, taking it down the floor, gets it near corner. Wilson for three, left it short. Offensive board, Bukhari. Almost had it swiped back outside 7-star, around to the far corner to Anstein. Anstein near corner, or rather low post, feeding it to a trailing Wilson. Can't get his shot to go. Smith with the rebound, quickly takes it to the other side of the floor, but will wait on his offense. Pouncil and Highshaw getting ready to come into the game with McAlester leading by 2. Past the high post, Dooney. Dooney looking everywhere, can't find anyone. Back out straight away over to Pickett. Pickett near corner over to Smith. Smith on the bounce out to the other side of the floor to the right wing to McKendrick. High post to Bickham. Bickham lobbing back out far corner. Dooney spot up three. That one's going to be an air ball. Way too short. Offensive board by Pickett, but he's pushed out of bounds by a Bulldog. It's going to be on number 23 of the Bulldogs, Drew Pruitt. All 5 from McAlester goes to Coach Dooney during that little bit of a break to announce who the foul was on to see what they want to do here. 4:34 left in the game. McAlester is leading 44-42. Highshaw will inbound it straight to a Bulldog. Right to him, trying to get to the corner. Dooney trailing to Wilson. Wilson up for 2, ties the game 44 all. 4:25 left in the game. Pouncil across the half-court line. Feeds the right wing to McKendrick. McKendrick bounce pass high post to Dooney. Dooney tries to feed it behind his back, but throws it straight to 7-star. Back-to-back turnovers on back-to-back possessions. And now Muldrow with a chance to take the lead. It has been back and forth ever since it has been a 1-point lead by the Bulldogs. We are right now tied halfway through the final frame. 7-star, dominating presence down in the paint, scores again. It's 46-44. Muldrow with the lead. They were just down earlier by 5. They have come storming back. They have now a 7-0 run. Bounce pass high post. Bickham on the drive, feeding out far corner. Highshaw, spot up 3. That one's too strong. Fight for the board. We're going to have a foul here, and it's going to be on the Buffaloes. It's either on Pouncil or Dooney. And it will be on Pouncil. And Smith and Pickett check in. That is Pouncil's 3rd personal. Highshaw and Dooney check out. 46-44 our score. McAlester down by a bucket. McAlester full court pressing. Passing to the corner over to Wilson. Wilson guarded up by Pouncil. And Wilson breaks Pouncil's ankles there as he was driving on him. Going to the other side, we have a push down the low post as there will be free throws on the way here for Bukhari. 3:26 left in regulation. That is Pickett's 4th personal. One more he's done. And that is your leading rebounder for the Buffaloes at 5.1 a game. First shot by Bukhari is good. And it's 47-44. Dooney coming in. He'll give Pickett a break, especially he would have been playing with 4 fouls. They might need him later on. In fact, they will need him later on. The Buffaloes have to end this run as now it goes up to make that a 9-0 run here for the Bulldogs. 48-44. That paired with their 8-0 run they had earlier. McAlester has had one big run, and it was their 7-0 run to start off the game. Near corner. Bickham back outside left wing to Pouncil. Pouncil around the world to the right wing. Spotting up for 3 is McKendrick. Does he have another one? No, this one's going to hit off of the iron and bounce over the backboard to give the ball to the Bulldogs. (48-44). McAlester will press. They've been finding success there, and there'll be a timeout called by Terry Collins of the Muldrow Bulldogs with his team up by 4, 48-44. Buffaloes trail, 3:06 left in the game here on KNED.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I can't decide which I like better, this certified pre-owned Nissan Rogue or that brand new Nissan Pathfinder.
It's a hard choice.
This certified pre-owned comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, a Carfax 3-year buyback guarantee, and included roadside assistance.
Or that new Nissan Pathfinder has room for up to 8 passengers and 4x4 capabilities. Sounds like it's time for a test drive.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya. Fitton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fittonnissan.com.
Coming down to crunch time, 3:06 left in the game in this Elimination Friday. If either one of these teams, obviously one team has to lose. Whoever does lose this one is out of the tournament. They do not play tomorrow, so they're playing for their tournament lives here. McAlester is right now down 48-44 to the Muldrow Bulldogs, and Pouncil nearly with a steal. He does force the turnover, though, as on the force of the press there by the Buffaloes, not being able to handle it well in the face of the pressure from Pouncil was Deshaun Wilson. McAlester gets the ball back, down by 4. Left wing, Pouncil thought about the spot of 3, instead he'll swing it around to the right wing. McKendrick to the top of the key. Smith passes it to the baseline, back to the right wing. McKendrick on the drive, into the paint. Triple team, gets it back out, top of the key. Smith, big 3. This one's off the back iron. High bounce. 7-star has the clear advantage over anyone in the paint. He'll just reach up with his right hand, grab the ball, had to barely hop, and he gets the board, 48-44. Muldrow trying to ice it late, going in, missing the shot. Bickham with the rebound. Bickham down the floor, taking it himself, looking ahead as he stops on a dime. He'll pass angle left over to Pouncil. Pouncil high post, forcing the pass, trying to find McKendrick. It's stolen back by the Bulldogs. 2:17 left in the game. McAlester down by double possessions. Here eventually Muldrow's going to start slowing things down, as they had a wide open man that was coming and cutting towards the right block. And they overshot him, overshot Wilson. Another turnover into the corner. McAlester with a stroke of good fortune there. Down by 4, 48-44, 2:03 left in the game. Smith passing left wing. Back to Smith to the right wing. McKendrick can't find anyone, has to work it back around the arc. Bounce pass, baseline, Dooney. Dooney guarded up well along the baseline, feeds it back to the left wing. Smith on the drive, in the paint, 2 is up, and got it! Timeout called by Coach Dooney, 2-point game, 48-46, McAlester down. 1:43 left in it here on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Checotah, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Brandon Smith back to 20 points again for the third consecutive game. Before last Friday against Holland Hall, Smith's career high, which he's only a freshman, was 17 points. He has now scored 20 or more in 3 consecutive games. He is on the floor with Pouncil, Bickham, McKendrick, and Dooney. McAlester working with an all-guard 5 here, wanting more speed and more shots from outside the paint. That's what they're working with right now. I say Bickham would not be. He'd be the only one I consider a forward out of the 5 on the floor right now. So 4 guards and a forward. Between the rings, Bukhari lost the handle. Gathering it back here is Anstein. Anstein feeds it right wing back over to Anstein. Anstein, rather. Anstein feeds it to the near corner of Wilson. Wilson driving. 2 is up. Short. Rebounded by Bickham. Bickham ahead over to Smith. 1:15 left in the regulation. Smith and his team down by 2 near corner. Pouncil for the lead. Short. Rebounded by Anstein. 48-46. McAlester down by 2. Have to get another stop here with 1 minute left. And Stein in trouble, picks up the dribble to 7-star, top of the key. 7-star to the edge of the circle, back to 7-star. Baseline, short corner near side, bounce pass back into 7-star, and he scores. That makes it a 50-point game. The Muldrow Bulldogs have only lost one game in which they scored 50 or more this season. Buffaloes are going to try to make it 2 if they can mount the comeback. Down by 4 right now. Near corner 3 by Pouncil. That one's off. Offensive board by McKendrick. In the paint, 2. Got it. It's back to a 2-point game. 50-48. 34 seconds left in regulation. You're listening to McAlester basketball here on KNED.
Turbocharged, fearless, unshakable, and 240 horsepower. Visit Vickers Power Sports to see the Can-Am Maverick R, the most powerful side-by-side ever. Stop by Vickers in McAlester and get up close to the ride-pushing performance, and it's available and ready to go. The Can-Am Maverick R has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, a heavy-duty tall-knuckle suspension, and 10.25-inch touchscreen display to keep you connected. Feel the raw power at Vickers Power Sports in McAlester.
This one has been a good one as both teams playing for their tournament survival here. It is a 50-48 game. McAlester is down by 2 points. Again, Muldrow has only lost one game all year in which they have scored 50 or more. Buffalo's trying to make it a second loss on the season for them if they can come back and win it. An offensive board and a putback by Devontre McKendrick, which has given him 17 points for the second consecutive game, has made it 50-48 and really kept this one in reach. 34 seconds left in the game. Pickett checks in. He's with Bickham, Smith, McKendrick, and Dooney. So Pickett has checked in for Pouncil. He'll be playing with 4 fouls here. McAlester pressing on the inbound, trying to get the steal. Anstein in the backcourt. Anstein trying to drive on Dooney. Throws it away. It's stolen by Pickett. Chance to tie or take the lead. Smith towards the rim. He is fouled. Now, was it on the shot or on the floor? Calling it on the floor, though. No free throws here for Smith. Smith wanted them. He won't get them here. But still, the Buffaloes with the ball with 21 seconds, down by 2. Someone's got to be along the baseline. Coach Dooney thought it was on the shot. And now they have to draw up a play, and he'll use a timeout to do it. We'll take another timeout and be back here on KNED.
Turbocharged, fearless. The New Year clearance sale is on at Vickers Furniture. I know, just another sale, right? No, this is truly a New Year clearance sale of everything in the store. Vickers ordered new furniture, bedding, and accessories back in the fall. Now they need to make room. Everything's on sale. The New Year clearance sale going on now at Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
We are coming up to crunch. It is crunch time. We're not anymore approaching it. We are here. 50-48. McAlester is down by 2, trying to end a 5-game losing streak and keep their tournament hopes alive. They do not play tomorrow if they lose, but if they win, they play in the Consolation Championship. They have the ball along the baseline after a Garrett Pickett steal, down by 2, 50-48, 21 seconds left in regulation. Dooney will inbound, coming out of the McAlester timeout. Dooney looks. Can't find anyone. Lobs it. Threw it off the backboard. The back of the backboard. It's a turnover. Tried lobbing it into the left elbow area where Smith was cutting, and he threw it off the back of the backboard for a turnover. McAllister's got to get another one or start fouling quick. Pass ahead. Getting over to Wilson. McAllister's got a foul. And Dooney will be the one to foul him. That's only the third one of McAlester, so they still have to foul 2 more times to even get them to the line, and they have 18 seconds.
That's Dooney's third personal.
Muldrow trying to hang on, McAlester trying to come back. Baseline inbound coming up. Wilson trying to feed it in. Lobbing it ahead into the backcourt. Smith chasing it! Smith's got it for the tie! Smith got it! The steal and score, Brandon Smith. It's a 50-50 game, 9 seconds left. Inbound. Smith's kept this alive across the half-court line for the go-ahead. 2 is up baseline, short. Offensive board, blocked shot by Pickett. He blocked another one. Oh, we have a foul. The second one's not a block at the buzzer. We have a foul on the shot. It looked like Pickett got back-to-back blocks. He had the first one offensive board by the Bulldogs, and they're going to say on the second block attempt, he fouled number 24, Kashawn Bukhari. And now with no time on the clock, Bukhari just has to hit one free throw to end this game. It looked like 2 clean blocks. McAlester thought it was as well. They had the better angle. I thought that Pickett had 2 blocks to send this to overtime. But instead, 1 free throw made would win it for Bukhari. First attempt at a game winner is good. Muldrow will send McAlester packing. We'll see if they even let him attempt a second one. And they will not. Game is over. That is a walk-off free throw for Kashawn Bukhari. It looked like Garrett Pickett had back-to-back blocks to send it to overtime. After a heroic steal and score by Brandon Smith, it was a foul at the buzzer, and that will send the Muldrow Bulldogs to Saturday. McAlester will not play again in this tournament. They will play next at Sepulpa next Tuesday. What a heartbreaking way to lose this one. Final score 51-50 on a walk-off free throw. We'll talk more about it when we come back. This is Buffalo Basketball here on KNED.
Now open, Camp Inc., your one-stop RV shop for sales, service, and parts. Get out of the weather and come take a tour of the largest indoor RV showroom in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's an RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Located at 1217 South Georgia Expressway in McAlester. Shop 24/7 at getyourcampon.com.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford here in McAlester. We understand how busy we all are these days. It's hard to find time just to get your vehicle serviced, and we are proud to offer the Freedom Express. We can either pick up your vehicle and bring it back when we finish, or for lighter maintenance, we can send our mobile service techs to you. We can do all this with almost all makes and models. I know life gets busy, so I hope this helps. Come see us here at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in beautiful McAlester and let us make it happen for you.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, unlimited appointments, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We don't accept insurance, but all are welcome to join. Dr. Bradley Cross has joined, Dr. Chris Bean, Dr. Chelsea Burgess, and Joy Ald APRN, who are accepting new patients. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Elevate your game with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Get your new home system today at $500 off, plus a 5-year labor and 10-year parts warranty. It's a slam dunk for your basketball comfort. For a limited time only, use the keyword basketball. Get your courtside offer today. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare in McAlester at 918-424-7135. We are fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, you know they're hard to come by. Well, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a step ahead of the game. We are Southeast Oklahoma's #1 pre-owned dealer because we went out and found the best low-mileage pre-owned vehicles available. Fully loaded Mercedes, BMW, Lincoln, Lexus, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Chevy, you name it, it's on the lot. And financing is available. So come by Patriot today.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank NA is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank NA to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank NA, strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I can't decide which I like better, this certified pre-owned Nissan Rogue or that brand new Nissan Pathfinder.
It's a hard choice.
This certified pre-owned comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, a Carfax 3-year buyback guarantee, and included roadside assistance.
Or that new Nissan Pathfinder has room for up to 8 passengers and 4x4 capabilities. Sounds like it's time for a test drive.
Don't forget to tell him Maddie sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at FentonNissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Checotah, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years. Turbocharged, fearless, unshakable, and 240 horsepower. Visit Vickers Power Sports to see the Can-Am Maverick R, the most powerful side-by-side ever. Stop by Vickers in McAlester and get up close to the ride-pushing performance, and it's available and ready to go. The Can-Am Maverick R has a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, a heavy-duty tall-knuckle suspension, and 10.25-inch touchscreen display to keep you connected. Feel the raw power at Vickers Power Sports in McAlester. The New Year clearance sale is on at Vickers Furniture. I know, just another sale, right? No, this is truly a New Year clearance sale of everything in the store. Vickers ordered new furniture, bedding, and accessories back in the fall. Now they need to make room. Everything's on sale. The New Year clearance sale going on now at Vickers Furniture, 2nd and Wyandotte, McAlester.
Vickers Furniture, we're right here with you.
So, McAlester, I mean, there's losing in heartbreaking fashion, and then there's what happened to McAlester today to end their tournament chances, as the McAlester Buffaloes fall today to the Muldrow Bulldogs in, like I said, heartbreaking fashion, 51-50. The Buffaloes get a steal and score on the other side of the floor by Brandon Smith to get himself 22 points on the day, and it looked like we were heading to overtime. On the other side of the floor, missed shot, offensive board, Pickett blocks it. There's another offensive rebound. I thought at first the time expired before the shot went off. And then Pickett, either way, looked like he got another block. It didn't look like it was a foul from where we were at in real time. Now, we can go back and we can look at it. I'm sure you guys right now have the luxury of doing it. I know it's a little bit harder to see with the angle that we have over here in this bottom right side if you're watching on YouTube, but you can still get a pretty good angle. But you can maybe, make your screenshots, see if there was no time left on the clock, see if you thought it was a foul. But again, from our angle, it looked like it was a clean second block after the rebound or the time went off the clock. But with no time,
run that play again 9 times out of 10, and 9 times they could call it a block. It's one of those calls.
It's just one of those things in the heat of the moment. That's blowing a whistle, and referees have a tough job. They saw what they saw, and again, they have the better view than we do. But it's just a heartbreaking loss for McAlester. Again, it was a buzzer beating whistle is really what it was. So that would send Kashan Bukhari to the free throw line, who only had a point yesterday, but ended up getting a lot of minutes after not even starting the game. And he ended up hitting a game-winning free throw in his first attempt to beat McAlester 51-50. It sends McAlester home. They are no longer in the Checotah Crossroads Classic. They do not have a 7th-place game in this tournament, so in the Consolation Championship, it'll be Muldrow facing the winner against Checotah or Stigler, who will play at 2:30 here at the Event Center. McAllister's next game is next Tuesday at Sapulpa. So let's look at our leading scorers, and we'll give our final thoughts on this one after we're done with looking at our team stats.
Well, the freshman Brandon Smith just continues to roll. 22 points again today, 9 of 16 shooting from the field. That's good for 56%. 3 of 7 from downtown. That's good for 43%, and 1 of 1 from the charity stripe. He also had 4 boards and 2 steals. Devontre McKendrick had 17 here this afternoon.
Once again, he's been fantastic too.
50% shooting from the field. That's good for 8 of 16. Also 20% from 3, and looks like he had 2 offensive boards. Alex Dooney had 3 points here this afternoon on 17% shooting, 25% from three. He also had 5 boards and 1 steal for Dooney. David Pouncil, he had 3 here this afternoon on 1 of 5 shooting. That's good for 20% and 1 of 1 from the charity stripe. He also had a board. Isaiah Highshaw had 3 here this afternoon on 50% shooting from the field. He also had 2 boards. Looks like Garrett Pickett had 2 points tonight on 20% shooting. He also had, looks like, 3 boards. And Devion Bickham had a couple boards. He had 4 boards here this afternoon. That's
right.
going to round out your scoring.
Looking at our team stats.
McAlester Buffaloes from the field, they were 21 of 53. That is good for 40%. Muldrow Bulldogs, they were 20 of 39. That is good for 51%. McAlester from beyond the arc, 6 of 24. That is good for 25%. Muldrow Bulldogs, 3 of 8. That's good for 38%. Looking at the charity stripe, McAlester 2 of 4. That's good for 50%. Muldrow 8 of 14. That's good for 57%. McAlester had 8 offensive boards, 13 defensive boards. That's good for 21 boards overall. Looks like Bulldogs with 9 offensive boards and 19 defensive boards. Also looks like steals and turnovers. Bulldogs, they did get 8 steals and forced 11 McAlester turnovers, but McAlester, they got themselves 12 steals and they forced, looks like, 19 Bulldogs turnovers.
They only had 11 themselves. That's very that's where you want to be for sure.
Each team with 2 blocks apiece.
All right, so your final thoughts on this one as McAlester finishes off the Checotah Crossroads Classic a day earlier than they would like to.
I know it was a heartbreaking loss, but, these games don't count against your district standings. And, look, from these 2 games, McAllister's right where they want to be. I mean, they're doing great. They're starting to – you see them go on scoring runs, and they've really upped the pressure on defense. They look really great. Everything's clicking on all cylinders, just not able to come up with wins.
I will say I've been looking back at the video, and the shot was off in time. That's not a foul on Garrett Pickett. I think he had a clean block right there, and that's me taking a second look at it. I'm trying to do the best I can, but I thought he got a clean block the second, unless they called the foul on the shot before that. But even then, that was where I would say that you could have a foul. But if that's the case, then you have at least more than a couple of seconds on the clock at that point. But that's a heartbreaking one for McAlester. Who knows what would happen in overtime if that foul's not called. But like I said, Buffaloes, though, they did fight back and forth. Muldrow was able to take the lead going into halftime. At times they went on big runs. McAlester didn't let it affect them. They were able to make themselves back into the game. Again, even down by 2 with 10 seconds left and Muldrow with the ball left, McAlester is able to score and tie it up. So it was like I said, just a tough one to swallow. McAllister's going to take it on.
Sour taste in your mouth.
Yeah, sure. McAllister's going to take it, though, and they're going to try to make themselves better from it. And they have to turn around quickly. Like I said, the rest of the games from here on out are going to count against you when it comes to where you're going to be in playoff action. McAlester falls to 3-11. But again, against Sapulpa, that was a 14-point game earlier in the year. These boys have grown since then. They're a young team right now, learning the ropes. Trial by fire is really what it is right now. And the Buffaloes are going to continue to get better as they make their way throughout this year. There haven't been a lot of blowouts. Like I said, the team that won the whole tournament last year, they only lost you by 5 yesterday. You mentioned it just a minute ago, losing this one by 1 in a game that felt like McAlester was in it until the very end and maybe should have won. But
they were literally in it until like the last second.
They'll learn how to win. It'll come with time, and it's, like I said, going to be some, trial by fire, but they're going to learn in due time. But the final score today, 51-50. McAlester falls to Muldrow. Can you thank our sponsors one final time, and we will wrap everything up.
They are Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Camp Inc., McAlester Direct Primary Care, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram McAlester, The Bank N.A., Fitton Nissan, WE Offer Propane, Vickers Power Sports, and Vickers Furniture. Thank you guys for putting us on the air here today.
And a big thank you to our board operator Todd Allen and Austin Week for their work today. And thank you the listener for spending your Friday midday with us. And one final time from the Checotah Crossroads Classic at the Myrtle Wallace Frost Event Center in Checotah, Oklahoma, on a walk-off free throw. It was Muldrow 51 and McAlester 50. When McAlester basketball comes back into play on Tuesday at Sapulpa. Until then, on behalf of Wyatt Hubbard and myself, this is Brandon Green saying, don't just have a great day, Have a Buffalo day, everybody.